Good evening. A book too can be a star, a living fire to lighten the darkness, leading out into the expanding universe. Welcome to BBC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. On behalf of His Majesty the King, National Guard Commander crowned King's Cup winners. National Genome Center marked World Health Day. Youth Affairs Minister praised Bahrain's successful youth experience. Kuwait announced plan to restrict expatriate population. Magnitude 6 earthquake struck off Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula. News in detail. On behalf of His Majesty the King, National Guard Commander crowned King's Cup winners. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa today deputized National Guard Commander His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Isa Al Khalifa to attend the final of the His Majesty the King's Football Cup between Al Hilal and Al Hilal Football Clubs. First Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, then Deputy Chairman and Bahrain Olympic Committee President His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, General Sports Authority Deputy and Bahrain Combat Sports Council Chairman His Highness Sheikh Salman bin Mohammed Al Khalifa, Cabinet Affairs Ministry Central Secretary and Bahrain Olympic Committee Vice President His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Ali Al Khalifa and guests attended the final match of His Majesty the King's Cup held at Khalifa Sports City. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Isa crowned Al Hala Sports Club following their success in winning the penalty shootout against Al Hilal Club 6-5 after the score remained tied following 90 minutes of play and 2 periods of extra time. The National Guard Commander expressed pride in attending the final match of the prestigious competition on behalf of His Majesty the King. National Genome Center marked World Health Day. Under the patronage of Health Minister Dr. Jalila Al Sayed Jawad Hassan, the National Genome Center has participated in the celebration of World Health Day, observed worldwide every April 7th. During the event, organized here yesterday by the Ministry of Health, was attended by Center's medical team, who collected blood samples from individuals who have completed all procedures required by the National Genome Project. On the occasion, head of the team in charge of the National Genome Project Implementation Plan, Chief of Public Health Laboratories at the Ministry of Health, Amjad Ghanim, said that NGC's participation in the World Health Day events is in line with its keenness to enhance community awareness and spread health awareness. She affirmed that the Human Genome Project is among the most prominent global programs adopted by the Kingdom, as it aims to extract a complete genetic map of the DNA of one community, improve the accuracy and speed of diagnosing diseases, as well as determine the most appropriate treatment solutions for the patient. Youth Affairs Minister praised Bahrain's successful youth experience. Youth Affairs Minister Rawan bin Najib Tawfiki has asserted that Bahrain's distinguished youth experience has contributed to provide all kinds of support, care and encouragement for Bahraini youth to be creative and innovative in upgrading their talent, noting that Youth City 2030 is among the pioneering projects enabling its successive generations of graduates to launch their own successful enterprises. Al-Balushi commended the Youth Affairs Minister's constant support for Bahraini youth in their creativity and excellence journey, praising the Youth Affairs Ministry's programs aimed at building youth's personalities and honing their skills, as well as their capabilities to carry on implementing their enterprises. His Majesty the King is keen on providing decent life for orphans, said His Highness Sheikh Nasser, representative of His Majesty the King for humanitarian work and youth affairs. His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa extended heartfelt thanks and gratitude to His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the honorary president of the Royal Humanitarian Foundation, for his paternal care for the orphans in the Kingdom of Bahrain. He also praised the support accorded to RHF by the government under the leadership of His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa was speaking on the occasion of the Arab Orphan Day, which is observed on the first Friday in April. Supreme Council for Health President highlighted Bahrain's success in delivering health services for all. Supreme Council for Health President, Lieutenant General Dr. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, has affirmed the kingdom's success in reaching an advanced level in providing the best preventive, diagnostic, curative, and rehabilitative health services for all, which embodies the extent of Bahrain's interest in the health and medical sector and keenness to place it among its top priorities. The Supreme Council for Health President made the statements while inaugurating a ceremony to launch the events of World Health Day, which coincides this year with the 75th anniversary of the establishment of the World Health Organization under the theme Health for All, 75 Years of Improving Public Health. Minister of Health Dr. Jalila bin Sayed Jawad Hassan, WHO representative in the kingdom, Dr. Tasneem Ghalib, and a number of senior officials and employees were present. He indicated that the health sector in the kingdom is keen to achieve the goals of sustainable development by committing to taking actual steps to improve the health of all under the comprehensive development process led by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and supported by His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. Now we will be back after a very short break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination. The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. Kuwait announced a plan to restrict expatriate population. Kuwait officials have submitted an advisory report to the government to introduce expatriate quotas. According to a report, the report said that private academic bodies tasked with studying population demographics in the Emirate have submitted an advisory report to the government outlining recommendations to address the imbalance of expatriates in the country. The report was part of the Executive Authority's directive to improve public services and infrastructure for Kuwaiti citizens. Turkey Al Sheikh presented valuable awards to Urd Al Kalam Global Competition winners. Royal Advisor Turkey Al Sheikh, Chairman of the Board of Directors of the General Entertainment Authority, presented awards to the 20 winners of the Urd Al Kalam program in its final episode, broadcasted today. Muhammad Al Sharif, a contestant from Saudi Arabia, was awarded Saudi Riyal 2 million for winning first place in the Call to Prayer category, while Yunus Shahmaradi, a contestant from Iran, was awarded Saudi Riyal 3 million for achieving first place in the Quran recitation category. Today, the competition concluded after earning 6 Guinness World Records, which recognized it as the largest Quran competition in terms of participating countries, attracting a record number of participants in the Quran recitation and Adhan categories. Moreover, the competition set 2 other records for granting the largest prizes in both the Quran and Adhan competitions. The final episode saw Turkey Al Sheikh honoring winners in Quran recitation and Adhan categories. Ways to enhance the UAE-Bosnian relations discussed. His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, UAE Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, and Bosnia and Herzegovina Foreign Minister Almedin Konakovic explored avenues of propelling cooperation across all fronts. This came as part of the UAE top diplomats' visit to Bosnia and Herzegovina, during which the two ministers discussed methods that support their developmental efforts. According to Emirates News Agency, the two ministers emphasized the importance of investing in the opportunities for enhancing collaboration with special emphasis on economic and trade levels. Sheikh Abdullah expressed the UAE's desire to strengthen relations with the Republic of Bosnia and Herzegovina in a way that achieves the common interests of the two countries and the higher good of their people. 2 Saudi astronauts set to head to the International Space Station on May 9th. 2 Saudi astronauts are set to head to the International Space Station for a 10-day mission next month. They will take off from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida on May 9th, 6:43 a.m. UAE time. The target launch date was announced by SpaceX and Axiom Space, the company in Houston that has helped arranging this trip for Saudi Arabia. During a remote media briefing on Thursday, Rayna Barnaby, who is said to become the first Arab woman in space, and Ali Al-Karni will blast off as part of the AX-2 mission, alongside former NASA astronaut Peggy Whitson as commander and pilot John Schaffner. They will join UAE astronaut Sultan Al-Nadi, who began his 6-month mission on March 3rd on board the International Space Station. Magnitude 6 earthquake struck off Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula. A magnitude 6 earthquake struck 445 kilometers away from the Russian city of Kamchatsky. The Kamchatka branch of the Russian Academy of Sciences Geophysical Service said in a statement. The earthquake's magnitude was 6. The statement read. The Russian Emergencies Ministry in the Sakhalin region in turn said that an earthquake had been recorded in the Pacific Ocean 150 kilometers south of the city of Severodvinsk at 1:22 p.m. Tremors of magnitude 2 were felt in the city, reports TASS today. According to preliminary reports, there were no casualties or damage. No tsunami warning was issued. Buildings are being inspected for damage, the Sakhalin branch of the Emergencies Ministry added. Vande Bharat trains now operational on 13 routes in India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday dedicated 12th Vande Bharat Express train to the nation. The inauguration ceremony was held in Telangana's Secunderabad, where he flagged off the semi-high-speed train which will operate between Tirupati and Secunderabad. Prime Minister Modi also boarded the train at the railway station and interacted with school children. Later in the day, Prime Minister Modi will visit Chennai, where he'll flag off another Vande Bharat Express between Chennai and Coimbatore, the first such service connecting two Tamil Nadu cities. With the inauguration of these two routes, India will operationalize 13 Vande Bharat Express trains across the country. The Vande Bharat trains have been a huge hit among commuters. It is the fastest train in India with a top speed of 180 km per hour. while the operational speed is 130 km per hour, keeping in mind safety concerns. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I'm Vinod Narayanan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.